Okay, welcome. So this is my first time streaming with a microphone attached. So we'll see how that goes. I've tried setting up my OBS to work as nicely as possible. I'm on a gaming laptop, which isn't, ideal for playing No Man's Sky and streaming at the same time. So we'll see how it goes. I think I had to dial back the resolution a little bit. Apologies if it doesn't look as good as it should. So, my name is Husband Vader. I'm the creator of the Portal repository. You can find the website portalrepository.com. The links are in the description. Just gonna try to get my chat going on here on the side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So what I will be doing today is, and what I'm going to be starting to do more frequently, I think, are these random portal exploration videos. Something that I've been fascinated with since the beginning of Atlas Rises, the 1.3 update, is portals. Here we go. We have a portal right here. Just the instantaneous transportation, the glyphs, all of that is just reminds me of Stargate from when I was growing up, Stargate SG-1, Atlantis. And yeah, so that's kind of what inspired me to start the Portal repository and start kind of documenting all of these portal addresses. So, something I've done is I've created a spreadsheet that uses the calculations based on the technical stuff behind No Man's Sky, figures out the dimensions and coordinate system in the Euclid galaxy, and uses that to randomly generate a series of glyphs. It's not always perfect because although I can always generate a portal address to fit within the galaxy, there's something called a solar system index, which is a region of space. There's a certain number of stars in that volume, and that the amount of stars in there is random. It's something that varies from galaxy to galaxy. They all are the same size, width, length, height, but the number of stars within each region is different. So, one of the numbers, or some of the glyphs that we can randomly generate for a portal address might be in excess of what the highest number of stars in that particular region of space is. So if there's we define a region of space using the XYZ coordinates, and then we generate some glyphs that specify which star in that region we want to portal to. If we put in a number or glyphs essentially for, let's say, the 65th star in that system or in that region of space, but there's only 50 stars, then it'll throw an error and it'll send us to the next nearest one. That's not ideal, but that's how it works. So, there's a little bit of trial and error when it comes to dialing addresses. So, let's go. I'm going to pull up the spreadsheet I made. The link to that is in the description for this video. And I've generated a random address. So what we're going to do is we're going to dial that. And we're going to see where it leads. Right now I have it set up so that the first one, the first glyph, which is the planet index, and that can be anywhere from 0 to 6, because there could be a maximum of 6 planets in each system. I have it set to just do the first one. The last one is always unreachable, almost always, based on this latest update. It's a bug in the system that we all kind of just learned to deal with. So let's just start dialing. The address we're going to dial in hex, each of these is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 16 down here. Everyone's come up with different names for each one. Cobra TV calls that one the burger. That's the bird, obviously. Faces, dinosaur. I think Zane calls this one the commie moon, which I like. That's funny. Balloon, steamship, bug. Anywho, for universal translating's sake, I use the hexadecimal 0 through 9 and A through F in dialing these. Alright, so let's just get started. 1, 1, 3, C, yes, C, B, 6, C, 6, 7, 7, 0, and finally 6. Oh, it didn't get an error. That's always good. So it's a valid address. I'm in creative mode here, so I don't have to worry about getting don't have to worry about my suit running out of inventory or whatnot. Alright, so let's go through. Hope all this is looking okay on this live stream. I realize no one's watching at the moment, or if they are, I can't tell. But I'll be saving all of these on my YouTube channel for us to go through later, and or for anybody to go through later and watch. Alright, so Mogotwai Ray something. Let's see where we are. Mogute Ran X. And I'm the first person here. Not surprising, given that it's a random address. Cool. So, it looks like we got ourselves corrosive sleet storms. Sounds like it should be both cold and toxic. Regular resources, ample fauna, abundant flora, and minimal sentinels. Let's see, local minerals, aluminum, nickel, obviously, iridium, fungal mold. Bouncing guy over there, let's look him up. Cool. 11 species on this planet. Alright. One of the first things I do when I get to a planet, if I'm in creative mode, is I build a nomad. Because, as you could see when we first get here, through the portal, the system becomes discoverable. I'll upload that now. There's 2 planets and 1 moon here. Corvax, shipping medium supply, so it's not a wealthy system, but it's also not poor. Stable conflict level. Doesn't matter, we're not going into space. But, as you can see, there's no planet to upload yet. You found out there's kind of two ways to discover a planet when you've gone through the portal. The first way, this is the first way I found out about, is you go through the portal, you create a save point, you save, and then you have to go back to mode, like you exit, go back to mode select, and then reload the game, and when you come back, suddenly, oops, I killed a crab. Poor crab. So there you go. That's the first way, is doing the save point, quitting, and coming back. The other way, which is easier, and I wish I had known about this sooner, is you build an exocraft. You get into the exocraft, and the first time that you get out, you discover the planet. So, now if we go back to my discoveries page, hey, look. Gojaverge Ispun is the planet. Easy for me to say. So I'll upload that. Got the discoveries so far. I don't think any of them. One blobby creature thing. Nice. Got some kind of a deer. Spikier deer. Fearful crab spider thing. Okay. Well, I guess when they say it's more afraid of you than you are of it, in this case, it's true. Alright. Sorry, I'm looking up to see what's going on here. Still live. Okay. No idea how many people are watching. If you're watching, shout out in the chat so I can see. Alright. Chat. Live chat. So sad, nobody. But then again, why am I surprised? I am a nobody, at least so far. Up until this point, I've mostly been just watching the YouTubers, the famous ones, you know, Cobra, MZK, Mac for a Day. Hey, look, a predator. L Plays. Those have been my my favorite YouTubers for No Man's Sky. Started getting into it not around the launch, actually. I've been playing since launch day. I actually bought a PS4 before I had Steam, the Steam version. Back in August of 2016, purchased a PS4 in anticipation of No Man's Sky. Not really a gamer, other than No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous now. I played other games like Civilization and whatnot, but I'd never had a console before, so the PS4 was my first console. And purchased that a few days before the game was set to do the midnight release, and I was actually surprised. My little podunk town here in Connecticut, they were actually open for the midnight release of No Man's Sky. They had the GameStop there had someone. They had people all lined up. We were all very excited. There was people lining up for this. I was a bit surprised. I thought I was kind of the only person around in my little town that would have been into this, but turns out there's quite a few of us, which was surprising in a pleasant way. And yeah, so did the midnight release thing, got the copy, came home. I specifically worked or made my schedule so that I had the next day off, which was nice. So I had some time to play it when it first came out. And yeah, there wasn't a lot of paying attention to the hype or the hate. I was excited, but I didn't get myself all hyped up over it. And so when I first started playing, it was just an amazing feeling. Like the vastness of the universe, how it let me basically go anywhere. I loved it. Huge fan of sandbox games like this. It's just kind of a childhood dream come true, being able to go into space, fly anywhere I want, discover new planets, discover plants and flora, fauna, all the different stuff, and just an endless variety. Yeah, some people say that there wasn't enough variety. Okay, I suppose textures are limited. It's procedural generation can only, make so many variations of different things before you start to see the patterns and whatnot. But yeah, this game is definitely not something that I think a lot of traditional gamers were ready for. It was definitely a unique experience. I wonder if I can scan these. Can I scan those? No, I guess you're just part of the ground. I always get to these planets at night, which, night's cool, but it's like nice to see what these planets look like in the daytime. So I usually hang around long enough for sunrise to happen, which, ooh, speaking of sunrise, I think sunrise is just about here. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Proceed no further. Very nice. Kind of a lot pinker than I thought. A lot of these toxic worlds tend to be a bit on the green side. They look a little sickly. This one's actually pretty bright, pretty pink. Oh, that's neat. So how are we doing here? Discovered 5 of the creatures. Discovered 5 flora. One waypoint. It's kind of like my minimum. Like, I'd like to scan as many flora and fauna as I can, and then once I scan all those, then and find at least one waypoint. If I can find more, that's nice too. Oh, sorry, got out of my way. So yeah, I don't know why I get stuck on that. I've been playing since day one. I've mostly been consistently playing. Obviously, the original updates, Foundation, Pathfinder, those were instrumental in keeping me around. Also helped that my wife likes playing it too. When we first got the PS4 to play this, she was just as excited as I was. We were both really excited for No Man's Sky. She also wasn't a huge gamer, but we'd been following the whole No Man's Sky thing since the E3, and so she was pretty excited for all of this, and had my blessing to get the PS4, and PS4 exclusively for No Man's Sky. later on, obviously, July of last year, I ended up buying it on Steam as well for my PC, because I ended up getting a gaming laptop that could run it. Yeah, we've both been enjoying it. It was nice to get it on PC because that means that we could play simultaneously. She could play on PS4, I could play on my laptop, and we wouldn't have to wait for each other. Frame rate's not so great. I don't know. I don't know. Still new to this whole streaming on the PC thing. If this doesn't work out too well, if I have the chance, I may end up streaming from the PS4 instead. Not sure if that's going to be any better. I guess we'd have to see. If anybody has tips on improving OBS for live streaming, just run over all the spiders. Yeah, if you have any tips for streaming on OBS, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Still new to that, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. Tried to lower my resolution a bit. I'm on Wi-Fi, not sure if that matters. It's a 5G Wi-Fi and it's fairly fast internet connection, so not sure if that plays into it or not. In OBS I have it set so it's like set to ultra fast, I think, for the CPU. If need be, I could try dialing that back so it uses more CPU, if that helps the streaming. Right now, let's see. Yeah, right now it's only at 35% CPU. So, I'm not sure if we can up that a little bit to get better frame rate, reduce some of the choppiness on the stream. I was hoping to run into another waypoint. I wanted to get one more before I call it a day. I'm not going to be streaming very long today. This is just my first video, first live stream. Just wanted to get it out there, test it out, see what went right, see what went wrong, any input. Obviously, I didn't announce this on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at husbandvader. I'm pretty active on Twitter. I'm also on the eTark forums as Jeepsters265. I'm also on the Amino app. It's Husband Vader. Try to get myself into as many of these No Man's Sky communities as I can. Okay, so with the storm, things are looking a bit more green, which is interesting. Noticed when I first started it was very pink, but when the storm came in, things started to get kind of green. Come on, where's a waypoint? I found one. I just want one more. Hey, I saw a question mark. There it is. I'm gonna be kind of mad if it's just a monolith, because those don't count towards my discoveries. And I'm in creative mode, so I'm not, you know, knowing words is nice, but not really too much point. Aha! Excellent. Just a waypoint. Regular waypoint. Save that. Okay. Back. Whoa, I think I saw a big fauna somewhere. Big animal. There are... Oh, hey, you guys are new. There that big guy is in the distance. Gotcha. Very nice. Already got that. Anything flying around? Yeah. Nope. Okay. Well then, I think that will do it for my first stream. I'll head on back to the portal. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing on this stream, on this channel. Dialing random addresses, exploring the planet on the other side. Don't know what's going to be there. Depending on how much time I have, I might do more than one. And I'll be adding these to the portal repository. You can find the link in the description of this video. And please, if you have planets that you would like to submit addresses to, by all means, please go to portalrepository.com/share and fill out that form. Submit your portal address, the details of the planet, and I will add it to the repository. And if you guys have any other requests, things you want to see me stream, leave a comment. This is Husband Vader, and this is my new channel. Hope to see you guys around. Take care, travelers.